am back to show you my design team project for Country Craft Creations. I'm going to do a walkthrough of the process. I'm going to be using the uniquely creative dies, and this is the folio that I'm going to use. And originally in my haul I had the white one, but I'm going to save that for something else, and I went ahead and got the craft colored one. And so just real quick, when you get your, if you order the folio, you'll get this main piece, and then you get like a little wallet piece, or you can use it for whatever you like. And then you're also going to get a fold out piece, and I'll show you that more in a little bit. So what I want to go over first of all is some people have asked about sizes of the dies. So I want to just let you know how I got my pieces cut and the size of each one of them. So this kit comes with, I think it's 7. But the first thing then is this piece I cut out. And so this measures, if you look at just from side to side and not considering that there might be a little bit of a space difference from where it cuts, this is 6 7/8, okay? So 6 7/8 wide, or depending on how you use it. I'm gonna use it this way to do something different because I've seen other designers do it the other direction. And it is about 7 7/8 inches tall, okay? And that would be for this piece. This piece is for this side, and the width of this one, I should turn it the other direction. This one is 5 3/4, and from the tallest point, it is about 7 1/4. The booklet that comes with it, this is the die to cover or mat those pages. This is, I'm gonna say about 4 7/8. Got ink on my hand. And 6 7/8. This piece covers right here. And I think you're gonna, pretty much the rest of them should be pretty easy to figure out. So this is about 5 7/8. It's about 3 3/8. This piece and then is for this front piece, and it is 7 7/8 by about, I'm gonna say 5. This piece is for this little pocket down here. And then we have this. Maybe, oh, that was for that one, maybe. Maybe that was for that one. Okay, so anyway, I have my pieces cut out. And so what I did was I decided, that was for this one. This last one is for this one. Nope, not that one. Come on, find it. I know there's one for it because I cut it. Yep, this one. Okay. Okay, so what I did was I kind of looked at my papers and then decided where I wanted to lay them out. And so obviously then I cut them out using my die cutting machine. And so I'm going to show you what I ended up with for the design. Now again, I'm doing mine more of a horizontal style rather than vertical, just to kind of give you an idea. If you have taken a look at the other designers' papers, you'll notice that they have done theirs vertical. So when I looked at my paper, the simple stories that I received, I decided that I wanted this to be on the pocket here. Okay, now most likely I'm going to glue this down on each side so that I can put in the insert without it falling out. And then I also decided that I wanted this plaid behind it. So I think that's a great contrast. And then when it closes, I wanted something that was kind of a focal point, and so I decided to use this one because of that bottom corner. So I'm just going to go ahead and paper clip that to keep myself organized. The next thing I did was this flap right here, and I went ahead and took the Mickey and Minnie that I thought was kind of, again, a major focal point, cut that out for that side, and then the hearts for the inside. Okay, So I'm going to paper clip that together. So this was a good way for me to see what papers I thought would look best also. Then let's go ahead and talk about this right-hand side. I cut it so that I could get the main part of this Mickey. And on this side, I did the real vintage looking Mickey. In the center then, I have some of the My Colors cardstock that has like a glimmer shimmer to it, and I made that black. So I thought that flowed really nice, okay? Then for the top, I wanted to get some yellow in there. So I have the yellow stars. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of close this. Then I'm going to close this, and I decided to go with the polka dot. And then I thought it would be nice to put like a mat for a picture on this one. Clasp that. The back page, the back of the book, this one. So then I went ahead and took a look at this one, and I used the die. And when I cut it, I decided I didn't want it all to be the same pattern. And I'm gonna end up gluing mine on the side to make it a pouch or a pocket. So when I was cutting it, I cut like 2 or 3 of them, and then I just measured how far down to go. So after I had the piece, this measures 1.5. So I cut this piece at 1 3/8. Yep, 1 3/8 on this side. And then I decided, you know what, maybe I decided that would go on the inside. Yes, that's what I did. And then I decided on the music notes. Now notice I'm cutting it, so I'm going to be using it this direction. So I made sure that the direction of my papers matched. Then when you close this, we have like so. Okay, or do I want it to be this way? Maybe I do. I'll have to look at it. I like either one actually. That way maybe. I'll just kind of have to play with it, and once I start decorating, I'll have to kind of take a peek at it. Now I did also cut out, this was a 4x6, and I trimmed it so that it would fit, that it could fit here. So I could do it like this if I wanted. So I could use that one. I could use this one. So I have some options here. So again, I cut the whole thing. Then I started cutting. So like this piece, I knew I needed to cut from the bottom to make my decorative paper 2 7/8. And that's where I cut it off so that I had separate pieces instead of one full piece. I hope that makes sense. Maybe I don't know. I'll just have to see how I'm going to use it. I'm not really 100% sure yet, but I have all of these options. Okay. So then the last thing is the booklet that they send in with your folio, and it will slide into the pocket, and I'm going to have mine this direction. And so I have the paper cut for the top and the bottom. And if you turn it around, I have these 3. So I thought everything matched and flowed. I like to do some busy patterns with some solids, or a busier pattern with a less busy pattern. And then we'll be able to put some pictures on there and put some mats on. So here's what I'm going to try and do. And we'll see how it works. I have another one just in case. When you put this together, and when you put this little booklet in here, it does get a little bit thicker. So when you close this, there is sometimes a little bit of a gap. So I'm going to try and slice off this flap and add a hinge or a construction strip so that I can give myself a 1/4 inch gusset. And I will do that on camera so you can see, but I just wanted you to notice that right now, without even putting everything on, there is some thickness to it. So I think it'll lay nicer, again, if I cut off this flap right at the, where it is folded on the score mark, and then add a construction strip and re-glue it on so that it will have this lifted up and a little bit of a gusset, okay? So let me get that ready and I'm gonna be right back. So I went ahead and I cut off this front piece. So this is what was right here. And I have some craft paper. The color is not exactly the same, and I'm totally fine with that because the only thing I'm going to see when I attach it is a 1/4 inch gusset, and I can easily cover that with paper or ribbon, something, so that people aren't even going to notice the color difference. So this is 1.5 by 8. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to score it at 1/2, 3/4. So I have a 3/4 inch piece that I'm going to attach to the book. Here's my gusset of a 1/4 inch, and then this is a 1/2 inch that I'm going to attach to this flap, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and burnish my score marks. And then I want to do a dry fit here to see if I'm happy with the length. Because I wanted it to be the exact same length as the actual flap. And I think that's going to be great. Now, I am going to do a slight miter on each end that's going to attach to the flap and the one that's going to be attached to the little booklet part, okay? So just a slight miter on the 1/2 inch and then a slight miter at on the 3/4 inch side. Just to make sure nothing hangs over. So my flap is going this direction. I want the 1/2 inch attached to the back, okay? I could have even done it in like a red or something too if I wanted, because I've got red artisan cardstock, but we'll go with the craft. Put my glue on there. I like to put a little bit more when I am using it as a way to keep the book together. And I'm going to turn it upside down just to make sure I can line it up the way I want it. Then I kind of turn it over, make sure it's all the way to the end. And just a little bit over here. Give that a good burnish, and I'll give it a chance to dry a little bit before I attach it to the book. Art glitter glue does dry really fast though. Okay, so you can see I have that 1/4 inch gusset. So let me just kind of show you why I did that again. So now when this closes, it's going to lay more flat because I have that 1/4 inch gusset, okay? So that will take care of my poofiness when I add decorations, okay? So I am going to attach this. You could attach it to the back if you wanted. I think I'm gonna do the inside. Yeah, so I'm going to attach it to the inside. So I'm going to put glue on this outside section. Again, this is 3/4 inches. I just wanted to make sure it had plenty of paper to hold on. I'm gonna turn it upside down. It's easier for me that way. And I'm gonna make sure I don't get that 1/4 inch on there. I just want the 3/4 inch section to be on there, and I wanna go all the way to the edge of my paper. Give it a good burnish. Easy fix. Now, depending on how big your decorating, how thick it's going to be, you could do that to this side. You could do it to the top and the bottom flap. So I like having this pre-cut and having the dies ready for it, but it's not going to affect the dies at all by adding a little bit of a gusset. Okay. So now all I have to do is start my gluing of my papers. So I'm not gonna glue on camera, I think that would bore you, but I am going to show you what it's like once it's all glued, and then we'll do some embellishing together. Okay, yeah, I'm much happier with that, much happier. All right, so again, I'll be back with the paper on there. I am using the Simple Stories. I had a haul video, but it's the Simple Stories Say Cheese Classic Mouse. And the decorating, I'm gonna have some stickers, and I'm gonna have some different ephemera elements that I can use. And I'll probably make a little tag booklet to go with this. So, all right, I'll be back with it covered. I have all the paper on, and I've kind of been laying out some of the things that I wanna put for decorating. I do wanna keep it kind of flat in here just so that it does not get too thick. So I just went through and I have the page pieces and the journal bits, and I've just been kind of playing a little bit, and so I am going to start gluing some things down, but I just thought I'd lay them out first just to see how it looks. So there are so many things to choose from when you have these extra pieces that you purchase with the collection. I have enough that I can do a lot more other things also. So I'm gonna try and make something to go along with this. I am gonna end up gluing this down, but I wanna wait until I have everything, all my decorating done. So I put that happiness there. Now, when the booklet is not in here, I wanted there to be something to look at. I have something stuck on my glue. I wanted there to be something to look at when the booklet's not in there. So that's why I'm decorating that main page, even though it will be holding the pre-made booklet. So I'm going to put the smiles, and it's okay if it goes under the pocket a little bit. I thought it'd be cute to have the Minnie and the Mickey, so I'm going to put the Mickey a little bit higher. I'm not going to leave it open to like tuck something underneath. I'm going to go ahead and glue the whole thing down because I would assume that you would just put something on the top of it. And I did ink all of my papers because it's the vintage Mickey. I didn't want to use black, so instead I used more of a brown color. It's the sepia color. It's Prima, and they used to have it at the store, but I'm not sure if they carry that anymore. So that'll be that page without the booklet in it. So then I did some inking. You get this cute little bulldog clip, and I'm going to glue it to the top so it looks like it is holding onto that paper. So I'll just put a little bit of glue on the base here. And like I said, I already inked it. Okay, and I'm going to have these hearts. This would be great for journaling. I'm going to have some hearts hanging off the side. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here. So some people had asked to see the decorating. Sometimes they're not as familiar with doing some layering, and so maybe this might give them some ideas. And I'm going to put that at an angle. And then I think I'll put this one just down in the corner just to add some color down there. I love it when they're pre-cut. I'm not a very good fussy cutter. Okay, so I think I am just going to glue the top part in case something needs to be slipped underneath. So I am not going to glue this whole thing down. And line it up like so. So then something can be tucked underneath, okay? So now I'm going to move to the center. I love banner pieces, and so I'm going to definitely use that as a focal point on this page. And I'm only going to glue this on 3 sides so things can be tucked inside. You could also put a piece of like a mat here in white. So I do think I'll just glue the top here in case the picture that is added to this page needs a little bit of more space, so that they can slide it underneath the banner. Okay. This is going to be so stinking cute when it's done. So I went through quite a bit of ephemera before I decided on this one. There was another one that I could have chosen that had more, let's see. That's the one that says happy. And there's also this one, but I didn't like how the paper, I'd have to move it over. What else is there? I think that's about all I could see that I would really want. So I'll go with that one. And I did already pre-ink, like I said. Again, just 3 sides. And I am gonna leave this part open and not put in glue. It's kind of easy to line up because of the stitch marks on the die when you cut it. So it's real handy when you're trying to line things up. You can follow that line. Okay. I might go back and put something here. I don't know, take note, that might be a little bit too much, but so now I have 3 pages done. Have this ready. I went ahead and I cut another one of these pieces, and then I trimmed it up so that I could just glue this on top and make a pocket to store it. Simple Stories always has cute tags. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this on 3 sides to make it an additional pocket. And I'll show you how I did the tags. I did them a little bit different. So I'm just gonna line it up with the one that's already laid down. And it's obviously a perfect fit. So with the tags, you can cut them individually, but what I chose to do was to keep them together side by side so that I can fold them and make them a little booklet. And so that's what I'm going to do for these. I'm going to have 3 of them. Now, rather than score them, I am going to use my scoreboard as a way to make sure they line up perfectly. So I'm just going to bump it up against the side here and fold it over until it meets. And I can line it up just right. And then I'm just going to take my burnishing tool and give it a burnish, okay? So it looks pretty well lined up. I'm going to go ahead and trim the pieces off at the angle. Look at the back. So I still see a little bit of white here, so I'm going to go ahead and trim up that a little bit. Now I'm going to open it and make sure, yep, it looks fine in there. This is a great place to journal. I do want to ink this. And I'll go back with a hole punch, but I don't think I'll put the ribbon through it because it'll make it too hard to open. But I think I will staple some of the cute ribbon on that I have. Probably gonna do the inside too, just to be consistent. Okay, so I'll have 3 of these. So that they can be just kind of sticking out here. They're gonna be pretty tight. I mean, they might have to, I don't want them to stick out of the bottom of the, I don't want them to show through the top flap. So they'll probably be like that because I don't want them to hang over the edge here. Okay, so maybe I will avoid the ribbon altogether because I don't want it to hang out. I'll just punch the holes and leave them like that. I thought it did need something though on the pocket, so I thought that was cute. I'll go ahead and glue that one on. I'll glue most of it down, but I'm not going to glue this side down so that something can tuck underneath. So just kind of go through here, give it a quick swipe of the glue. Oh, let's see. I kind of want it to hang over, so I'm going to wipe off some of that. Okay. Then again, the journaling, there's lots of places to journal. That's awesome. So then, like I said, these will just kind of lay off. Okay, so it just gives you more place to write. Now, I haven't done anything with this page yet. I'm still kind of trying to decide, and I need to put something there. I'm so glad I added that 1/4 inch and I just put a piece of blue on there. And you're probably thinking, how are you going to close it? Well, I am going to show you. I'll come back and do something here in a minute and then something here. But now that I have in my head the closure, I want to kind of move on to that for a second. So what you're going to need to do, I have some ribbon from the store. I'm going to do a magnetic closure just so that it kind of helps it stay shut. These are from the store. These are tonic magnets. I haven't used them before, but I'm going to go ahead and the magnet's going to go here and here. I am going to glue the sides because I want it to stay closed. So I can go ahead and glue this top part, and I'll probably add some dimension. I'll use the chipboard stickers so that it can, because it's on the outside of the album, it doesn't matter that it's a little bit thicker. I'm going to open this up just so I can give it a, make sure I put it in the right spot. That looks good. And on this one, I'll do the magnet and then I like this one for this side. So let's go ahead and try these magnets. I have not used them before. I'm anxious to see. I've heard really good things about them. I need to get the cardboard off here. Okay. Oh, it has little stickers on there. So adhesive, nice. Love that. All right, so let me get a matching set out. If I can get that backing off. Okay, so clip one out and another one. I'm going to go ahead and put adhesive on these. This is so nice. Wait, how do I do that? Okay, I'm confused. Is there adhesive? Is this 2 layers? Yes, it is. Ooh, that's hard to get off, though. I think it is. Oh, for crying out loud. Maybe not. I see a little space in between the... might be doing this wrong. Yeah, I'm doing it wrong. Huh, what am I? Oh, it's on my finger, for crying out loud. How stupid am I? Oh, brother. I am going to put a little dab of glue though too. I feel really dumb. I'll put this one on first because there we go. What was I thinking? And then I'll put the other one here. That makes much more sense. And then you peel this off. It's got to be smarter than the magnet adhesive. Oh yes, there it is. Okay, yikes. So then I'm going to go ahead and close this. Give it a second to dry because I did put a little dab of glue on there. All right, and I'm going to take them apart. So now I can put the pattern paper on. I'm going to go ahead and do this one first. I do like to put a little bit of score tape across just to make sure it stays in place. And that's just the 1/8 inch. And then I'll peel the backing off and get rid of that. Just as an extra precaution, I guess. Glue this on all sides. Because this is going to become the closure, this envelope pocket thing. Give it a good burnish, especially because there's that magnet underneath. Okay. Nice. And then I'll put this on top of this one. And we can put some extra ephemera in this pocket so that when you want to maybe add pictures or something, you can take a piece of ephemera and add a decorative element or some journaling. Looks about right. Again, because there's that magnet, give it a good burnish. I didn't put the tape on this magnet. I forgot. You'll never know, I guess. So I heard these are really strong, so now it's in between 2 layers of paper. Let's see. Yes, it does. It stays nice. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue my sides closed. I could do a little bit of a thumb hole there. Do I want to do that? So that you can get to, I think I might. Let's see, do I have a hole punch handy? I just want a small one, just a little bit. Go back and ink that just a hair. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. Go ahead and put the glue on either side. Get a little bit of excess coming off here. So you're thinking, how is that going to be your closure? Well, I will show you. What's going to happen is I'm going to place ribbon and glue it on the back here, and then it's going to wrap around the book, and I'll glue this down to cover it, and it will wrap around the book to keep it closed. Before I finish that off, I did want to get some 3-dimensional stuff on here. So I'm going to take a look at the stickers here. So if I do this, there's a 3-dimensional one here in the center. I might use that one. Let's take a look and see what it looks like. Okay, what will it look like? Yep, I like that. I don't want it to, I'm gonna have to put some powder on the back though, because some of it will be hanging over the edge and I don't want it to stick to anything. Okay, so let me ink the edges here. I don't want to forget that. It's real subtle. All right, so I'm going to glue it kind of like this, I think, and have this here. Yeah, so I'll glue these two together first. And that one. Let me put a little bit of edging here. Where did I, this is where it's not sticky, is down there. So I'll put a little bit of glue up there. And then I will put that here. Love it. Ooh. All right, and then I do have a heart. Do I have any stars? No, but I have a heart. Do I need a heart? I don't know. Maybe I'll wait and see at the end if I want to put a heart on there. All right, so now I'm going to get my book and just kind of get an idea of where I want this for my closure, so that I know how much ribbon to cut. Now, as I look at this, maybe I want these corners rounded because this is rounded. I think I might see what it looks like. I kind of like that better. Okay, so I'm going to lay this over the back. Let's see, how do I want to do this? And then this will come around and I would tie it about right here. So I need to make sure I give myself enough ribbon. I'd rather have too much than not enough. So I'll go ahead and cut a lot of extra just in case. All right, and so I will glue this on the back of here. Try and find the center. Okay, and now I'll go ahead and glue. I'm going to put some score tape on here too, just to make sure. I don't want this to go anywhere. That'll work. And then I have that blue piece to put on the back. And I'll keep it consistent. I would normally have rounded that, but I didn't round this, and I want it to be consistent. So take the backing off. I think it's neat that you can use this folio either direction. Like so. All right. Let's see. Oh, right here. I probably should let it dry a little bit first before I start tying it. Okay, so now this is the booklet that will go inside of here. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this flap down as far to the edge as I can, because the book is pretty much side to side for this pocket. Okay, and I am going to let that dry quite a bit just before I slide in my little booklet to make sure it doesn't pop up. So I'll give that some time, and then that'll slide in, and I'll probably do some decorating on here with the leftover ephemera. All right, and then I'll be back. I decided that I did not like the ribbon tied. It's too thick, and it's not double-sided. So I came up with a plan B. I did some decorating on the front in case, you know, when you take off the belly band, so that you would have something decorative. But what I did was I went ahead and cut a 1-inch strip, and I had to combine a little bit more than the 12 inches. So it ends up being 15. So 1 inch by 15 inches. And then I kind of wrapped it around here to see how thick, like that. And so I am going to give it a little bit of a score where it bent. So I see the score here and here. So that'll give it a little bit more of a nice crisp fold. Okay, and I see one here and here. I hope. Let's see. So let me slide this on and see if that was done correctly. And not real. I might have to change that. I am going to change it so that this is on the front, because it'll be covered with the envelope. So I'm going to go ahead and glue it the way I have it. And I'll just put some glue here. On the end. Now I do want to make sure that that does go around the book before I do anything else. That's going to be a little tight. I'm going to have to move it a little bit. Okay. And this ugliness is going to be covered, so it doesn't bother me that it is showing a little bit. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, so that's to the width that I like it. Now, I have this attached and I want the ribbon to stay on, but now I'm going to glue this onto the belly band, and that will cover up that ugliness on the back, okay? So I'll glue these two together, and that will be my closure. It'll be this type of a belly band that comes off to the side, so we don't have to tie it. And I didn't do anything here yet, so I'm going to take a look at some of my ephemera pieces. See if there's something cute in there. Take a look at the stickers. So I do have the Mickeys. I have the smile. Let's see, maybe I just want to look at, can't find it here. I kind of like this strip right here. And I like the banner. So let me just, I'm going to go ahead and use the film strip so that we can still add a picture here, I think. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. So I'll put that like so. I am going to put a little bit of ink around the edge. Just a little bit of glue for extra protection here to stay down. And I'm going to put it off to the side like so. So then we could still put a picture here. Okay, let's take a look here. That says, "Aw shucks." I like these things down here. The good old days, amazing memories is kind of good right there. That's what I'll do on that one. Yeah. Again, I'm going to ink it a little bit. Put a dab of glue just to be sure that it sticks. And I'll just put that down here. Okay. Now, we haven't done anything here, but I do want to put a black photo mat. So I'm going to go ahead. There is, I love this banner here. There's another banner that says smile. So let's see, I'll take it off the paper and see how that looks. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that because I love banners so much. Ink it so that it matches all the others. Get that kind of old look. And this is still pretty sticky, so I'm not going to add any extra glue. Okay, and I don't know yet how I think I like it like this better. And I'll put the picture here. Let's see if we need to layer anything on there or put something along the bottom. Let's see here. I think there is this. I'm going to go ahead and do the layering of, yeah, I like that. I'll layer these pieces on the corner. And I'll get the blue one and the red one. And then I will add the mat for the photo. Okay, yep, and I'll have a photo mat right there. Fabulous. I think I might just add a sticker here. I have a Mickey and a Minnie. I have a camera. Maybe I'm just going to do the camera and put a photo mat on that one too. Like so. And then a saying to go with it. Smile big, but that's in red. I need a different color. Here's a say cheese. And I'll put that up there. but it's not straight. All right, and then I did glue this down, so I'll just be able to tuck this in. It'll be pretty tight, but it's gonna go in like so. Maybe I'll keep this separate. No, I'll just leave it in there. But now I'm just gonna leave this for pictures. I'm not gonna do any thickness because I don't want it to get too thick that it won't go in this pocket. It's pretty tight as it is. Yep, like there. All right, I'll do a final walkthrough, but I think that's pretty much all I'm going to do. And I'll put the belly band on and we'll go through it, and maybe I'll put a picture or two in there because I have some from Disney. All right, so that is that. It was super easy, you guys. And with all these pieces of ephemera and stuff to decorate, it's so stinking cute. So it does make a huge difference to add that gusset. All right, I'll come back with the walkthrough. I'm going to go ahead and show you the book closed, and then we'll go through it and open it. Remember, this was the wallet that came with it, and I did glue the sides, and it is magnetic. I did put the thumb hole in there so you could tuck like tickets or something in there for memorabilia. And then this slides off. This is what it looks like. I put a piece of ephemera here and the stars, the magic. I did mat it on black. Then you just slide this off. Put some layering of the tickets that came in the ephemera pack. This was from the 4x6 card, and I just did some fussy cutting, and then I cut one of the cut-aparts down so it would fit in the center here, and I did mat it. So here is that top page with the little booklets. Did not put any ribbon on those just so that it didn't hang out the top. I did not want that, and there's 3 of them there. Just tucked this little piece right here. This is a great place for a picture. Now, I did want this on top of this. I think that it was meant to be like that, but I wanted that Mickey to show. Then when this opens, I did put that down for the photo. This is all the way down. No, I left that up a little bit so you could tuck something under there if you wanted to. This is open to tuck. Love that banner. And then just left this for a photo. And then this is what it looks like with the book down inside. When that comes out, you've got that cute layout. The photo book, I left this open, and you could put probably cut down a 4x6 to make it fit. And I love that sticker up there. Just put a piece of the ephemera, left it open so it can be tucked. Sticker, 2 stickers. And then this is what the back looks like. So it's super fun and easy to do. And when you buy this Simple Stories collection, you've got everything you need. It's just awesome. And I have enough left over that I'll be doing another project too. So there's that. So if you are interested, go over to Country Craft Creations and pick up those uniquely creative dies and the folio. You will use them over and over again. I did go back and purchase some white ones and some more craft ones too. So there's your book. I will make something with the leftovers, and I will put a tutorial up for that also. All right, thanks everybody.